My name is Beth Hiley, here with Board Game Geek TV at Essen 2012, and I'm sitting with the fine gentleman from Fricks Games. Yes, I got it right. I have Jacob and Enoch. And Jacob here is actually the designer of the new game Space Station, which we're just going to, a great new space-themed card game. Mm-hmm. All right, so why don't you give us a little idea of what we're trying to accomplish in this game?
Okay, in Space Station, each player is building a space station, actually. So each player starts with a core module. And then expands the core module by playing other modules like this, connecting them exits to entrance.
Got it.
Like that. And then you compete for having victory points, and you get victory points for having the most of one color at the end of each round, which is represented by a year. So there are 6 years in the game, and each player builds modules. And if, for example, you have a station looking like this at the end of the year, then you will get the victory point for red, because you have more. He will get nothing, because he has less of everything. So you get 1 victory point for that. I get 1 for purple and brown, since I have most of that.
Got it.
And if there's a tie, both get.
Now I'm guessing that the arrows would have to align, that having opposing arrows would not be allowed,
exactly.
That everything has to sort of flow from one room to the next.
Exactly, and that means that the building is very important, because if you build like this, for example, then you can build 1 here, but you cannot build 1 here.
So you've lost a spot potentially.
Yeah, exactly. So there are some strategic or tactical options in this regard. If I had 3 also, we would both get 4 red victory points.
All right.
Like so you can.
Ties are friendly.
Ties are friendly, yeah, in this game. So the game spans 6 years, and those years are tracked with this die. People think that this is a randomizer. In this game, the only randomizing is who begins the game. And actually, that's not that important, because you each switch turns to begin the game, begin the round. And after that, you mark it to mark who is the beginning player and what year it is.
All right,
so I'm the beginning. I'm beginning here 1. He's beginning here 2.
I will start year 3.
And so on until year 6. And each year you get a hand of 5 cards, and those cards include, of course, the modules, and they can also include event cards. So there are different actions you can do. I do 1 action, he does 1, you do 1, and so on. It goes around. And you can build modules, you can play events, you can use the modules. For example, the junkyard has a module action. Any turn you may discard a card from hand as an action. And you also have a lot of modules that can do different things. For example, the observatory. You can use 1 crew and 2 mega credits to take 1 event card from the discard pile into hand.
Now, what's the unit of measurement here?
That is 1 mega credit. There is money in this game, and you start each year with 5 card hand. You get some money, and you also get crew for your station, because you have these crew symbols. So, for example, the core module means that everyone starts with 1 crew, and if you build the greenhouse, the next year you will have 4 more crews.
Represented by little four people.
Yeah, exactly. And then, if you have, for example, the observatory, then you can, as an action, if they actually start at the core module, so you mark that they are not used yet. And then this year, this crew is working on the observatory, and I pay 2 mega credits to the bank.
A person and 2 money.
Exactly, and then I can take an event card to hand. So that is the module action. The modules can also be damaged, and then you can repair them. They cost 3, and then you can also pass.
So doing actions. 1 of these things would be a turn, and then go around the table.
So you always know when someone has done a turn because they have done something. or say pass. So building the modules, which is the most important action, it costs 6 mega credits, so that you pay to the bank.
Any module is always 6?
Yeah, except 1, but it's printed on it as this discount. And also, if you build on the same color, for example, a red one on another red, then it's only 5. So you get a small discount.
If I linked another red, would it go down to 4
No.
or still just 5?
Still just 5. But all modules have their own special function. that help you. For example, the airlock makes the repair actions cheaper. This one gives extra crew. This one can get money and so on, and get event cards. So then you go around and around, and your money will most often run out. And then you can't do much more except using your modules or playing event cards and so on. And then you say pass, and then it goes around and around until all players pass after each other. Actually, you can pass even if you can do something, even
and
if
then
you
jump
plan
back in.
Exactly. But if all players pass, then the round is over immediately. And then you count up victory points, and you can, after that, you also reset the crew to how much you should have. You can discard one card from hand, and then you fill up to 5.
Aha. Is discarding optional?
Oh, it's optional. But that's the point of the junkyard, because if you have cards that you don't want to use, you can only discard
Get
one
rid of them.
normally. But with the junkyard, you can discard and
So
then you get more
clean
new
out
cards.
your hand.
Exactly. So there are many different functions. For example, if we take this space station as an example, he has a lab where the crew can work to draw 2 cards. Or you can use the casino, then you get 1 mega credit for each luxury module on your station, and he has 4. So one crew give you 4 mega credits, and that is huge. That's a really good space station there.
I somehow have the feeling he sort of cheated while we were talking.
Maybe.
No.
He usually does that, but. So then the year you play another year, you get new money, and the new money is based on. You always get 5 mega credits, and you also get to choose one of your colors. I choose red, and since I have 2 red modules, I get 2 extra mega credits. So, and he of course chooses yellow.
Jag tycker att det du kan gå in på, det säger också att man tävlar om att ha mest i en viss färg.
Ja, jag säger
Färgerna representerar också olika kategorier av kort, där du inte varit inne på.
Okay. Just det. Okay.
Continue.
Okay, so if you have much of one color, then you will get more money at the start of the year, and that is very important.
Also making it more likely that you would have the most of a particular color.
But to win, you have to have most of more than one color, because getting 1 victory point round is not enough. So there's a competition, and also the different colors represent different themes. For example, the green ones, biomodules, they provide you with crew, of course. The blue ones are scientific, they allow you to access more cards. The yellow ones usually give you more money. And the other, you also have military modules that sometimes can damage other players. And then you have also event cards, many different event cards. Some have kind of global effects, for example, the Cold War. The players that has the most functioning military modules get 2 victory points.
Now, do you just write down victory points on a pad of paper, or do we just not put those out?
This is where these tokens come in. The white ones or ivory ones are crew. Yeah, they're people in spacesuits. And the yellow ones are 1 victory point, and the blue crystalline ones are 5 victory points.
Yeah.
So
It just happens to be the Swedish colors.
just cause.
And you also have the possibility to damage other modules with military modules, but also you can send a meteor storm their way. Don't ask me how. It just happens.
Now,
and then you just take the damage markers.
which are the red ones.
Yeah, exactly.
So last question, purple ones, what do those represent?
Ones, they are also damaged, but they are temporary damage. They're not as bad.
And
They'll go away after the year. But during the year and for the victory points, you cannot count them.
Got it.
Unless you repair them.
Now, I'm guessing is this game here for purchase?
It is.
At Essen. Is this one also going to be available back in the US?
We hope so. We think so.
So work in progress still?
We're going to talk with a line from up there.
All right.
We just got it printed from the factory yesterday.
You and many others, I'm sure.
Yeah.
All right, well, thank you so much for walking us through your game, literally, Space Station.
Thank you.
Thank you.